I've been selling digital products for 5 years now, and I can tell you firsthand that you can make a lot of money selling them if you do it correctly. And I see so many people wanting to get started in selling digital products, but the main thing is that they're not creating products that are actually going to sell, and they don't know where to sell them or how to market them. And so in today's video, we're gonna go over the important things about digital products that I feel you need to know, and where you can sell them, how to create them. And I'll keep it short and sweet because your time is valuable. And if you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Mac. I post videos talking about e-commerce and different ways to make money online. And I'd love to have you a part of our community here on YouTube, so subscribe if you're not already. Now, often associated with digital products, people assume Etsy, right? A lot of the times you'll see how to sell digital products on Etsy or how to sell them on different platforms like Gumroad, and this is for good reason. Now, why digital products on Etsy are a good option, and we're gonna go over a few options, but why the ones on Etsy are a good option is because Etsy is what's called a marketplace. So Etsy being a marketplace means that there's two sides. There are active buyers and active sellers on the platform, meaning that there are active buyers coming there every single day with the intention to make a purchase. So it gives us a bit of an upper hand being able to put our products for sale in front of all of these people rather than having to drive the traffic to our own standalone website. And for beginners in digital products, I actually do highly recommend Etsy for this reason. It's just about knowing what types of digital products sell on Etsy. So let's start with that because Etsy is a really great beginner-friendly option and something that's widely available to a lot of people. Now on Etsy, you may see videos where people will say to create a $2 planner and sell it as a digital product. And while that can work, if I'm being completely honest with you, it's not something that's actually going to make you like sustainable income. Selling digital products in general can be a passive income source because you make the product once and can sell it indefinitely because it's a digital file. There's no shipping, there's no inventory. As soon as you make it one time and upload it as your listing, when someone buys it, Etsy automatically sends it to them. So sure, if you are to sell your product for like a few dollars here and there, yeah, you're still profitable, but it's not like, you know, the money that we really want to make. And obviously if we can charge more for a product, it's going to be worth our while. So products that I would suggest selling on Etsy as digital products, let's get into them. The very first one are Notion templates. Now, Notion is a project management tool that so many people are using right now. It is so popular. I use it every single day in my business. Everyone that I associate uses it as well. And it's something that people are actively looking for different types of Notion templates. Now on Notion, you can use it for pretty much anything, but it can be confusing if you're brand new. I had no idea how to use it. And so buying templates is something that a lot of people do. And in specific, these different types of templates on Etsy, they go for a good amount of money because they're a more high value product. Versus like a small planner where you can only charge like $5 to $7, a more complex Notion tab can go for like 30 to 40, which again, as that passive income, one sale a day, that's $40 minus your Etsy fees that are exchanged to you. And imagine if you sold 10 of those in one day, or maybe 30 a month, that really can add up. Now here's an example of a Notion tab that's doing exceptionally well monthly. What I'm using here to look at this is my Everbee Chrome extension. I use this for all of my Etsy data and research because research is very important and how I'm bringing you all the different products that I actually know sell. Because if we just create things that no one's looking for, Etsy's not going to push it and no one's going to buy it. So what I like to do when I'm researching a product is have my Everbee Chrome extension hooked up to my Etsy account so that I can actually see the data. So we can see that template like this is actually selling and people are actively buying it. You can also see the growth rate, different tags that they're using, and a lot of different things about the actual listing that we can do and put into our listing, which can help us to be a better seller. Now, this is a part of research where if we can see what types of Notion templates are selling, how can we add something new and valuable to the market, but while also hitting in that realm? So for example, these ADHD planners sell exceptionally well, and so do student planners. So maybe it could be an idea to create an ADHD student planner or market it to a specific theme. I'd encourage you to do your research. And of course, if you want to try Everbee, I will leave a link in the description box below. You can try it out for free. They have really great features on there. And that's what I'm going to be using in this portion of the video when we're talking about Etsy, because it really does give me so much data, and data matters. You don't want to be spending your time listing nonsense on your Etsy shop. You really should be doing that research. And what's also cool too is if I type Notion tab into my actual search bar here, you're able to see how many monthly searches for this product as well, which can give me an idea if people are looking for it or if they're not any longer. Now, if you're wondering, okay, well, how can I create a Notion template? I'm somebody that doesn't know how to use Notion. It's actually not that hard. It's just something you're gonna have to put the time into. And I like to think of it as the more time that you put into creating it, the more money you can charge for it. So take that time to learn how to do it. You can watch a YouTube tutorial. I actually just created one on how to use AI through Claude to make a Notion template, which will be out very soon. But basically, we can utilize a lot of these tools that are free resources and then maybe even create it in something like AI where it can actually link with your Notion account. Now, another really profitable digital product on Etsy is these different Canva templates. Now, a lot of people will go to Etsy for invitations or planning for different things. And a huge niche in this is bridal parties and baby showers. People love to buy these preset invitations or table settings, even games that are all digital downloadable products that again, you can create once. But in specific here, that again, you might be noticing a trend of a template because at the end of the day, people do like that idea of personalization, but buying something that's pretty much done for them, they just have to add their own info. So these are really valuable on Etsy, especially as Canva templates, because so many people use Canva, and Canva allows you to share a shareable link where people can use your template and then download their own files after they've made their own edits. You're also looking at something like this one that's selling really well for baby invitations or something that has to do with a baby shower, because again, these are all things that people get themes for and they want to buy something that's already created so that they can just put in their information, download it, and be done. Now, next one is interesting to me because it's about social media, and so many different brands and companies are trying to break into social media, but they don't know how, because social media, while it's been around for a bit, it's more amped up and something that if you're not really doing it, you're going to get left behind in your business, right? So with social media, if we're able to help brands create these curated posts, so here's an example of what I mean by that. These are carousel posts where essentially the creator or brand can input their own images and fonts and logos, but already have an idea of how to create a carousel post on Instagram. These are blowing up on Etsy. They're making a ton of money. And I could see someone just creating an entire shop based off of these Canva, again, templates through social media. This can even be something, like I said, where you create an entire account and then offer it specific to different jobs or niches. So you could do them for real estate, you could do it for a lifestyle creator, you could do it for a contracting business, a hairstylist. There really is a lot of opportunity there. Just take some time to do that research, see what's selling, and maybe try to look at things that are searched for, but there's not as much competition. And on the topic of selling to other professions, entrepreneurs, there is an idea to create these Canva website templates or even a different type of website template. If that's something that you have in your wheelhouse, I would definitely recommend it, because these wholly branded like kits, right? So you can make someone's website template for them where they download it and put it into a site like Kajabi or Wix or even a Canva website. These are becoming very, very popular. And through my research, I've noticed that they're being searched for even more. And so that's something that also I would consider if you have that experience. And there's really so many different types of digital products on Etsy. I could keep going on and on. But what I would overall say for when you're selling on a platform, again, is to number one, do your research in all the products that I mentioned, or for even other products, do your research and see what's already selling and then how you can add something new and valuable to the market. Whether that's combining a popular product with a popular theme or trend and using that as data, because that's how it works when you sell online. That's how we tap into a market. We're not copying people, but we're using resources like something like Everbee to see what's selling, what people are actually buying. Otherwise, you're going to waste your time. I'm being so real. This goes for selling anything online. If you don't actually make sure that that demand is there, you're going to waste your time. And I would hate to see that happen. It happens to so many people. And then they come back and they're like, this online stuff doesn't work, it's a scam, and yada, yada, yada. And I get why they feel that way. However, they just completely skipped the research. They started selling what they wanted to sell versus what people are actually buying. And that is a huge game changer when you are selling on a marketplace like Etsy. Now, next I want to talk about digital products that technically you could sell these on Etsy. However, there's something that is better from like a landing page or funnel. So for example, something that is very popular and that I've actually had a lot of success in selling is an ebook. Now, an ebook can be a bit intimidating when you first hear it. It's like, okay, well, what am I going to write an ebook about? Now, anything really can be something you can sell as an ebook, because people love to pay for knowledge, people love to see how they can do something better, and you'd be surprised at how well a valuable ebook can sell. Now, I don't think everyone is perfect for selling ebooks. I think people that have a skill they want to share, that is probably a better thing, but you can really master anything and create an ebook about it, and you can absolutely utilize tools like AI to help you to create these ebooks to sell. You could write an ebook on how to get more views on social media, how to do a certain makeup, how to grow things in your garden, how to cook with non-seed oils, how to homeschool your kids, how to get a job as a bartender. You can literally create an ebook on anything, and it can be really successful. And then to create an ebook, you can do it again in Canva or Kindle, and then utilize AI to help you write it better, or even just Word, and then use it as a PDF, again, a downloadable file that someone just downloads, and then now they have an ebook full of value. And I think that these are really great and something that sells really well off of Pinterest. So you can't directly list products on Pinterest, but what you can do is create either an Etsy listing for your ebook or a standalone listing on another site, like if you want to use like Payhip or Hostinger, to actually have that digital product sold on like your own website and then list it for sale that way, and then market it for free on Pinterest. That also goes for like workbooks or e-guides. The more that you make it personable, so if you want to have something that's like interactive or has people needing to like journal in it, or if you even want to print out the physical product yourself, there really is a lot of ways to do it. But of course, it's typically the more time and energy you put into the products, the more that you can charge for them later. And then if you market them through Pinterest, that's again that free traffic, or even through something like Instagram or TikTok. And back to validating that, if you're not sure if someone would buy that ebook, go ahead and do a search on Google, on Pinterest for what it is that you're trying to, sell, or even look at people in niches on social media that might be selling that type of ebook. So for example, if you want to create an ebook with your recipes or how to cook without seed oils, you can look at different creators and see, okay, are they selling something or have a free product that's within this realm? Because if they do, there's a reason for that, because people are actually buying it. And lastly, I want to talk about the more intricate digital products, like something that would be a course or maybe a mentorship. Now, these are things that obviously are going to be something where you're sharing a skill, typically making videos for it, and sharing it as an e-course or e-guide. Now, why these are so valuable is because you can build a whole community and even personal brand around this. And I would say out of all digital products, that can be the most profitable, because you can charge higher ticket for this. Now, I know it's not for everyone, so I completely understand if you're like, Michaela, I'm not going to create a course. I tried to keep it so that there's lots of different options in the video for all skill levels, but I'll be firsthand to tell you, you don't have to be super skilled to make a course. All you really need is the ability to record yourself with something, a bit of an editing software, even something free like iMovie, and then you can just add in your clips and teach people how to do things. And you don't have to be super skilled. There's a lot of stuff, going back to what we talked about with, the ebooks. It's kind of the same entity of like, if you know how to do something, you can absolutely create a course on it. Something that one of my friends did is she did a homeschooling course where she's basically teaching other parents how to homeschool kids until a certain age. And it was like a 7-module course, and she was charging around $100 from it. And she got a lot of success on it just by marketing through email and Pinterest and some social media, which is free, right? So there's really a lot of opportunities with it. Another one of my friends sells courses on how to do certain hair techniques with special colors. There really is a lot that you can teach other people. And I think that's so great, because when we can relate to someone, whether we see them on social media or we see them on an ad or we see them on Pinterest, if we relate to them, which people will relate to you because we're all unique, even if there's so many other people selling the same product, it really is about you at the end of the day and what your skill is and marking yourself as that. And I can tell you from selling courses, like it was something that at first I really wasn't sure I wanted to do, but I realized that I do have this valuable skill. I love to create free content, which I also would recommend if you're going to do that. But then there's like a level to the skill of wanting people that are really serious and will take things seriously and buy that product. And they're out there. Those people are out there. It's just about making sure that you're providing that value and putting it right in front of the person that really would want to learn from you. And so I do recommend it. You can sell on platforms like Kajabi or platforms like School and create a community that you can completely price on your own. But again, if you can think about it, if you're selling this digital product, let's say you charge $100 for it. If you sell 3 of them a week, that's an extra $300 that's in your pocket. Or even if you sell 10, if you do the math here, you are going to be making that passive income, and then you have people signing up. And then of course you can do something like one-on-one mentorship where you can charge a lot more. I mean, there's so many different avenues, but if we're really talking about digital products and you really want to scale with digital products, you have to look at it as the things are actually going to be worth your while and actually be something that can really make you money. Of course, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you can sell low ticket digital products. There's nothing wrong with that, but you will have to kind of survive off of volume. So if you're going to start an Etsy shop and you want to sell more, less complicated things like maybe PNG art or maybe mock-up photos or like different planners, like I mentioned, you absolutely can. And you probably will still sell them. It's just like, what's more worth your time? Because you'd probably have to create like 15 to 100 different lower ticket products on your Etsy shop versus taking the time to create something that's a bit more intricate and more valuable so you can charge more for it. So I really hope that this video was helpful. Let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this. And like I said, everything that is going to be helpful to you that I have will be linked in the description box below. And of course you can comment any questions or any tips that you have for other sellers too. If there's something working for you and you want to share it with the community, definitely do that. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video, and happy selling.